Hey guys, Captain Foley here, and it is time for another Captain's Collection Super Chat Show and Tell, where I'm going to just show you around the ready room a little bit, and if there's anything that catches your eye that you want me to talk about, whether you have the history on, either the history of the toy or the item, or even my personal history with it, just send in a Super Chat, and I will address that. Um, so, yeah. I'll wait for a few people to get here first before I start doing that, though, and hopefully, you guys will be interested enough to want to actually, super chat and learn about something. Olivia's here, says, hey, Olivia, how's it going? I'm not sure how long this live is going to be. I just found that I had a little bit of time, and I thought, why not jump on here and hang out with you guys, because you guys are fantastic. And I don't have my fill light on. Hold on a second. Maybe I'll add that. Just to there we go. There. Now you can see me a little bit better. Even though I have anti-reflective lenses, it still reflects. So yeah, I will show you guys around, and like I said, if there's anything that grabs your eye or your interest and you want to learn more about, by all means, let me know. And that's a really bad position for that because it glares. Awesome production values here on Trekyards. So that might be a little bit better. There we go. Same problem with my glasses in my model build videos. Nothing you can really do about it. I know. Trek needs more ball caps or hats in general. Yeah, this one I had made. There's a place just down the road from me that does embroidery. So we got the Trekyards logo embroidered on this, and it looks great. I wish we could sell these, but the only way we really could, because they're not available through Teespring or anything, the only way we really could is to have you guys send us a hat that you might want embroidered with the Trekyards, and I could get it done for you and then send it back to you. That might work. But, other than that, I don't know. So hopefully this is a productive live. I have shown this stuff off before. This is the ready room right now. The reason that I'm actually doing this is because A, I had time. B, Sylvia's downstairs taking a nap right now because we went to the home and garden, or the home show essentially in London at Western Fair today. So we've been walking around all day, getting ideas for home improvements and stuff. So she's tired, she's lying down. I thought, well, I have some time, instead of sitting on my ass and watching, TV or YouTube videos, I figured I'd come on here and at least chat with you guys. So yeah, if you've been here before for the Captain's Collection show and tells, you know the drill. I'll show you guys around and show you some things, and if, like I said, if anything grabs your attention and you want me to focus on it or talk about it, I certainly will do that, because there's a lot of cool stuff up here, and I really like the opportunity to share it with you guys and talk about it. So and I am using my phone. So 23 people here. Make sure you hit like. Listen to Bill Barkley. Yeah, I was just about to say that, Bill, as you jumped on that. So I appreciate that. So thank you. Heidi ho, everybody, says Brian McFarland. Well, Heidi ho. Heidi ho. My throat's still not back to 100%, unfortunately. But my throat's really raspy and still, and it just feels odd, feels off. So, yeah, lots to look at around here. So I'm going to give you guys a quick look around. And if there's anything, like I said, that snags your interest, be sure to send a super chat, and I'll definitely talk about it. Hi, Stuart. Well, when's the next model build? Daniel, how's it going, Dan? Hope you're doing fine. It should be soon. I was actually going to do one earlier today, but then we decided to go to the home show. So I've got a few kits that I want you guys to pick from for me to start working on. Most of them are Bandai kits. I've got Boba Fett K2SO and 2 astromech droids. that I need to build. So I just wanted to maybe do a video talking about that and have you guys select which model I should build. I really don't like the lighting in here tonight, but that's okay. I waited till the sun went down, unfortunately. Otherwise, it would have been a lot brighter. So anyway, let's get you guys off of the tripod stand here. And Olivia puts in $2. Where did you get the LCARS animations? Well, there is a playlist that's on Trekyards. There's an LCARS animation playlist. There's a TOS animation or TOS LCARS playlist, a TNG one. There's a few other ones as well. This is all the LCARS though I have just on a playlist. So what happens is either screensavers that I've collected over the years or any animations or anything I find online, I just do a screen recording of them essentially and then put them in a playlist and then play it in the background. It's a good way to do LCARS. I'm an LCARS junkie. I love LCARS. I love all things LCARS. Actually, Mark Ballantine right now is making me some custom ones for when I do lives and stuff. And he's making me some Foley class TOS styled animations, which are really cool. He actually did the one that you saw in the last Captain's First Review to Picard episode 2. So yeah, I mean, I've got them from different eras. There's also the movie era playlist. So this is like movie era. And yeah, I have a couple hundred in there. They're all different, but they are separate playlists for each genre or each era of ships. So yeah. Anyway, so what's that badge on your shirt? I don't even think I have another version of it up here. It is one of the Trekyards badges. And oops, all the pug hair all over me. So there it is there. Trekyards web series, United Federation of Planets. So it's the Trekyards symbol, same as this one up there, but done up all nice. We got stickers of this. I recently just got some holographic stickers of this one. So everything in white is in a holographic with the split delta. Yeah, unfortunately, not unfortunately, I think it looks kind of cool for this one. So there you go. Hi, I'm not up to date on Eagle Moss. Will Eagle Moss make Picard ships? 100% they will make Picard ships. It's not even a question. Of course they're going to do that. So, yeah. Anyway, I am going to swing the camera around now and just focus on some things. So, guys, if there's anything you like that you would like to see more of, let me know. And I apologize for the lighting in here. Got a lot of books and stuff in there, which, Art Asylum ships. It's the phaser I recently showed off. What Orville stuff do I have? I don't have any Orville stuff right now, not even the Orville book, unfortunately. So here is the computer, the laptop that I use up here, and my assault phaser, my camcorder and stuff being charged. Where'd you get that door cover? The door cover was from Think Geek. The biggest model or prop that I own? That's a good question. I don't know. Biggest defined how? There's some of my droids. I also have 2 lightsabers there. One's Darth Vader's, one's Luke Skywalker's. Kirk versus the Gorn. My little crackers and cheese cutting board with the magnetic spreaders and stuff for the cells. Such a cheese board, but I think it makes a good piece of art, so it's up on the wall. I like that. Bunch of stuff here, different Eagle Moss ships, the Eagle Moss dedication plaque, my business card holder, Wand Company stuff, tricorder, of course, Constitution, well, just Star Trek signs in general. My other right is the Enterprise. That's a big version of our Trekyards badge hanging on the wall. And this, you can buy this sign, but they effed it up quite big time. The struts actually go through the saucer, so I had to paint it to make it look correct. And it had no neck. There's no neck connecting the saucer to the secondary hull when you buy this metal sign, so I had to do some modifications on it to fix it, but that's there. Like I said, guys, if there's anything you see that you want more info on, super chat would be great to help out the channel. There's one of our Trekyards thingamajiggers here. Again, the Trekyards badge. And this one lights up. It's got a base that lights up. And that says Captain Stewart, T.G. Foley, Trekyards Command. So that's kind of cool. 46 people watching. That is awesome. Everybody hit that like button. We've got a lot of new subscribers to the channel since Picard, so a lot of you guys might not have seen this stuff. So, and because this is a Captain's Collection Super Chat show and tell, as I said, if you super chat, I'll talk about any piece in detail that you see here. Sorry for the shaky cam, but it's, you know, handheld and all that, so. Have you got a batleth? Yes, I showed it off in the last Captain's Ready Room show and tell. I'll show it to you in a second because we're getting to that part. That up there is also a nice, cool piece of Art Deco-y kind of art, but that is a sushi tray. The nacelles, the blue elements, and even the red bizarres, they slip out of there, and those are your chopsticks. And the top of the saucer comes off, and that's your dipping tray for your sushi, even though I don't like sushi. My original R2-D2 remote control and my two Sphero droids, my three Sphero droids, R2, BB-8, and R2 Q5. I believe that's his designation. Here's some of my ATSTs. I'm a huge ATST fan. That one at the back there I built myself. It's one of the Bandai kits. And then there's the Metal Earth version and my original toy. My X-Wing model, a bunch of droids. Look, sir, droids. And then some more Star Wars stuff. There's the Sideshow Select R2Q5, and I forget what the other one is, the silver one. A huge collection of Eagle Moss stuff. That is all Eagle Moss stuff piled up in there. I've done reviews on most of that stuff. And then my comics. Now here is the batleth that somebody was asking about. I do have a batleth there. And a bunch of other random Star Wars stuff. Transformers. Black Hole. He-Man. And then some display boxes. There's also the Golden Anniversary Star Trek beer box. There's 12 different labels on the beer bottles, but those are in there. So if you want to see those, by all means, send a super chat, and I will talk about it. Now here is a bunch of stuff. There's empty boxes because I'm going to be mailing some stuff away to, actually to Anti-Trekker. I'm going to send him some Canadian goodies, such as ketchup chips and all-dress chips and a bunch of chocolate bars and stuff that we don't have. But there's also just a bunch of random stuff. And I just did a video on this. This is the stuff that Eugene sent me, a friend of the channel. He sent me a bunch of stuff, which I have done a video on. Yeah, everybody hit that like button. What's that say there? Is that Einstein bust from TNG? No, not from TNG. That's actually Sylvia's. That's basically a coin bank that my son Thomas got her for Christmas one year. We got the Falcon slicing through the wall. And this one's got a light, so turns on the cockpit lights and the front lights, and also the rear engine light glows, which is cool because it shows back there. It looks really cool in the dark, which I can actually show you guys. We'll just turn off the lights. Ooh, now it's all intimate with the captain. So there it is there. It looks really cool. It lights up that corner beautifully. So there's that. My Hallmark transporter thing, my ThinkGeek Warp Core USB charger with an Alexa dot under it. Down there is my glommer and my basket full of tribbles. Now, if you're new to the channel, you might also might not know that this is actually, let me turn this light on. This is actually our guest room. So if you ever come and visit Captain Foley and you staying over or whatever, this is the room you'll be sleeping in. So you got a lot of cool stuff to check out. There's a bunch of things there that are Sylvia's, stuffed animals and diseases. There's flesh-eating disease and some other stuff there that are plushies. She also built the trebuchet, and there's Ren from Ren and Stimpy. Here's some more of her stuff. Godzilla's mine, but all the Ghostbusters stuff is hers. She's a huge Ghostbusters fan. And also a huge Alien fan. So all of these aliens in here, those are all Sylvia's. What is that living under your table? That is a glommer. That's from the animated series. It's a glommer. It's the natural predator of the tribbles. Basically stands above a tribble, drops down, and then eats it. This one actually has a tribble inside. Inside of it, there's a pink tribble because the tribbles in the animated series were pink. There's a basket full of tribbles down there, though, because Sylvia loves tribbles. So, but yeah, that's the glommer. Here's some random stuff. We got some Battle of the Planets or G-Force. There's the Phoenix there. Some Draculas. Sylvia's Batman shark repellent. I got some of my Batman figures back there. Rocketeer. Chip and Dale. Another Godzilla. It's kind of hard to see with the glare. Futurama ship. And some Predator figures. Up here, most of this stuff is Sylvia's Spock bust. A bunch of the Funko Pops, the TOS series. I think at the top is a CD holder. And then this alien glows in the dark. I've done a review on that as well. That's from Eagle Moss. They have a great collection of large Predator and Alien figures, most of which I have. I have done a review on some of them, but at the USS Enterprise A dedication plaque there. Of course, that. And my Star Trek switchblade cover, which actually I'm going to change out because I got a nice Millennium Falcon one for Christmas. So guys, again, if you see anything you want me to talk more detail about, please send a super chat and I will do so. There's a bunch of, I don't have the pizza cutter because it's kind of stupid. If I ever got one for free, I wouldn't complain, but I would never buy it. So those Lego figures at the top of Picard and Worf, those are mine. And then all of these Lego figures are Sylvia's. She collects Lego figures. So if you ever want to send Sylvia anything, let me know and I'll have it, give you the address to send it to her. Eagle Moss, TOS Romulan Bird of Prey, 2 small little arcade games, both fully functional. We got Space Invaders and Pac-Man up there. Some TOS shot glasses. my adversary's set of ships. A really great piece of art here, this Enterprise. All they ask is a tall ship and a star to steer her by. Up here we got the South Bend Enterprise. Again, one of my holy grails in my collection. It works, the sound works, everything is good. I got that like 2 years ago. Did a complete video on it. I didn't even know it existed for quite a while, till like maybe 3 years ago. But we got Spock and the Horta, McFarlane Toys Captain Kirk, and then Kirk kicking the crap out of Khan. Over here we got some Transformers things. Now these busts here, these are the hard hero busts, which are great. Back there we got a Canadian quarter with Optimus Prime. It's got a lenticular cover, so you can actually, he changes from truck to robot. This figure of Megatron and that figure of Starscream are both from Japan, which are pretty cool. Transformers metal sign. And then more of the hard hero busts. There's also some Metal Earth figures. We got Optimus, Megatron, and Soundwave. And a Transformers switchblade cover, which I switch out between the Star Trek one and the Transformers one up here. There's Optimus and Rodimus. And then another Optimus Prime picture. We've got a chestburster plushie that can sleep with you when you sleep over. A little R2-Q5 plushie, an F-18 plushie, a Star Trek pillow with Captain on one side and science on the other, depending on your mood. Here is the futon that folds out into a bed, so if you do stay over ever, you know, you got a place to sleep. Okay, only had one super chat, which is fine, but if you guys want to see anything specifically, let me know. There's a bunch of random stuff in here. All the Eagle Moss magazines are in here, and some blueprints as well, some original blueprints. Any Star Trek ship plushies. I have the TOS Enterprise, but it's downstairs. So yes. Some Starfleet Battles SSDs of the ships there. And then some various blueprints and stuff from Starfleet or Starship Dynamics, a friend of mine. This is just a random drawer full of randomness. A lot of small little figures from Attack Wing and stuff like that. An original AMT model. We've also got the metal Enterprise. How much to stay in the room, Stuart? Buy me a beer and some wings and find yourself a way here and you can come visit. So here's just some random electronics stuff. Again, this is not usually here, this pile of stuff. It's kind of embarrassing, actually. It's a bunch of books and boxes. There's some Eagle Moss stuff I still need to review. Cylon Raider and stuff like that. But in here we've got my original Cylon Raider model from forever ago. Boneless or bone-in, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter as long as they're hot. My Viper, and just some other random stuff. Oh my God, you got the Diecast Enterprise D. I've got the same one. I think everybody has that. I got my little Super Nintendo, my regular Nintendo. I also got the Sega one for Christmas. So a drawer full of random batteries and a battery tester. And then just, you know, thumbtacks, tape, furniture repair stuff, you know, random shit. So that's the room, guys. And like I said, if there's anything particular that you saw or see that you'd like me to talk about in more detail, please send along a super chat and we will do that up for you. Let's see, we've got 55 people watching. Cap, can you live stream some Sega? I mean, maybe. I don't know if anybody would want to watch that necessarily. That's something I might do in the Captain Foley personal channel. Speaking of, if you're not subscribed to the personal channel, go subscribe. There's going to be more content coming there very soon. What's that moving graphic on the screen behind you? Just LCARS. I've already talked about that once in this episode, but this live, if you missed it, I'll just talk about it again. Basically, if I got any random screensavers or like I'm an LCARS junkie. I love LCARS. I love them. So all screensavers and stuff I've had over the years, any LCARS animations online, what I do is essentially just screen capture it, turn it into an LCARS video, and then it goes on a playlist on the Trekyards page. There's an LCARS playlist. So, and it's grouped into, there's a movie era one, TOS era, TNG era, I think there's a Cardassian one, a few other kinds. So they're lumped together either era-wise, or this one is actually just all random LCARS. It's just all of them. Like there's 500 plus animations in the playlist. So that is what that is. 40 likes, 46 people here. That's awesome. Keep it up, guys. Keep hitting. If you haven't hit the like button, just hit the like button. It's pretty simple. There's not much else up here to show you guys. I mean, I could start pulling stuff out, but I really don't. I'm not set up for that right now. It might be something I do on a later show and tell. We'll see. I'll turn that off, even though the lighting's not great. Take my hat off, fix my hair. Ooh. Yeah, that's awful. Awful, awful lighting. That's better. That's better. Yeah. So yeah. Basically, I just did this because I had a bit of free time and thought I would come out and hang out with you guys. Now, 27 minutes in, I've kind of showed you everything. Is there anything you'd like me to talk about? Captain, do you have all the Star Trek series on DVD yet, or Blu-ray? I don't have them all on DVD. I have TNG, TOS. I have TOS on DVD and Blu-ray. I have TNG just on DVD right now. I also have them, all the series downloaded though. So there's that. Damn, there we go. So, as I said, guys, by all means, if there's anything you want me to show you, let me know. I don't know what specifically to just yammer on about, so I'll maybe read a few things in the general chat, but like I said, super chats are important. They help out the channel, and if I could raise a little bit of money today, that would be awesome, just to help us out. So yeah. Hey buddy, show me how much you love me. Well, how much do I love Samuel? I love you as much as I love this. My 350 scale Enterprise, Samuel. And you know my love for my 350 scale Enterprise. But just like you, it's pretty to look at, and it's beautiful and it's classic, but you turn it on and the motors are on, it gets a little loud sometimes, and you just want to. Okay, you can stop now. I'm just kidding. You should come down for Motor City Comic Con. Well, it's funny because this year they're doing a StarCon or a Star, I forget what it's called. I think it's StarCon.to in Toronto. They used to have what's called Toronto Trek every year in Toronto, but that kind of went the way of the dinosaur late late 90s. They're starting up a new one this year. Like I said, it's called StarCon, I believe, StarCon.to, and it is in Toronto. They want to start banking on, Star Trek coming back. So they already have Admiral Forrest, no, not Kirstie Alley, Robin Curtis, who played Savick, and Damar. So Casey Biggs is going to be there, and the guy that played Admiral Forrest on Enterprise. Those are the guests so far. I've messaged them, and this convention is going to be in November. So I've messaged them and said that, hey, Trekyards, I'm from London. Hello, it's me, Stuart. And, I might be doing a panel or something down there, maybe have a vendor table. I'm not sure. I'll probably just do a panel because I'm sure we got a lot of fans in the Toronto area and stuff that would love to see us. So, DWOMD, DWOMT, $10. Thank you. I appreciate that you don't scream and bash any new Trek just for the sake of being completely negative. Thanks for being fair and balanced about modern Trek. I love Trek. It's a simple concept. Me and Samuel both love Star Trek. Even the bad Star Trek has a lot of good in it, and we love pointing that out. So yeah, I don't yell and scream about much. I very rarely rant, and if I do, it's going to be about something that's important, which is sometimes is Star Trek. But yeah, overall, not really a ranty kind of person. I'm sure Samuel's going to disagree with me any second now, but yeah, that's how much I love you, Samuel, as much as my 350 Enterprise. If I had to save one of you from a burning building, I mean, you got legs, right? You can walk. So, unless your legs are broken, then I might drag you out first. But yeah, guys, super chat. If there's anything you saw during the tour of the room, or if you want me to go around again real quick just to kind of show us some stuff, let me know. But yeah, super chat way for me to talk about something specific, because there's lots of stories here, and I'd love to tell them off. But these super chat show and tells are kind of designed so that we can make some money for the channel and teach you guys a few things about my collection or whatever, whether it's the history of the toy or just my personal history with the object, because there's a lot of interesting stories and stuff here and a lot of really cool stuff that I'd like to share with people. So I can look at the books right now, actually, because I didn't really focus on those too much. Let me just set up the light for you so that you can kind of see what's up with that. Do you have any Star Trek manuals? Hey, well, we're getting to the manuals right now. All right, so we go down here. Got a bunch of the Eagle Moss books, the original blueprints, Federation Technological Survey, Volume 1, some random blueprints and things back here, like old blueprints, a Gorn ship, just a bunch of random older stuff. The Starfleet Medical Reference Manual, which is really cool. Of course, the USS. I see Super Chatting my master was too long for the amount, so money didn't send. Oh, Dan. Some old Star Trek comics there. The UFP flag, which I gotta hang up. I got that from my buddy Noel, and that's pretty awesome. My Star Trek ascot, which is not really an ascot, it's just like a bandana thing. Here's the case for my wand company communicator. The Jenolan, the Sydney class, one of my favorite ship designs from Trek. I think it's a fantastic idea to the way they did this. I really love this ship. We need to do an episode on this ship, Samuel. This is a thing that somebody made for me. who'd been watching the channel for a while. Trekyards, happy birthday, Captain Foley. We've got my USS Enterprise Constitution class refit flight control or flight familiarization manual. This was given to me by Rick Sternbach, actually. And then we got the Federation 150-year thing with the display base, which when you hit the button, you hear Admiral Nagaro Sulu. All right, so we got a super chat from Dave Schroeder, $20. Hey, Captain, great to see you. Thanks for sharing your collection with us. Live long and prosper, my friend. Love for everybody that's super chatting is not asking for me to show anything, because I would love to show a piece and just talk about it. I gotta take that out to open up the other side, unfortunately. It's just how it works. Well, thank you, David. What a nice super chat. Yes. All right, let's put you here and yeah. Stay. There we go. All right, so we've got over here, you can't really see it, but there's the original technical manual, the Franz Josef one. We got the Starfleet Dynamics, which is actually a really great book. Got the Spaceflight Chronology, signed by Rick Sternbach, and we actually have an episode filmed with Rick talking about this Spaceflight Chronology and him working on it. So looking forward to getting that out to you guys. Klingon Bird of Prey, Owner's Workshop Manual, some of the Jackal data sheets, the Mr. Scott's Guide to the Enterprise, done by Shane Johnson, Laura Johnson, who we've had on the show. We got the TNG Technical Manual, the DS9 Technical Manual, the Star Trek Chronology, Star Trek Role-Playing Game, Star Trek Encyclopedia. Here's a bunch of, there's the Ship Construction Manual from FASA. Starship Designs. This is a great magazine. And just some other stuff from Starship Dynamics, some blueprints and stuff. We got the Starfleet Intelligence Manual, again a supplement for the role-playing game. We've got the Starfleet Battles Captain's Basic Rulebook, which has a lot of great information in it. I simply love Starfleet Battles, and I need to play it again soon. When I go play it with my brother, we will do a live, probably, of the gameplay. History of the Vessel Enterprise. This is a older book. It's got an interesting Enterprise C. Where is it? I think it's this. Yeah, here it is. So it's got, well, all the ships there. The Horizon class Enterprise, the Constitution class, the Horizon class isn't an Enterprise, but the Constitution class refit, the different version, Excelsior class, and then we got the Ambassador class. Like I said, older book, great information. Look at that ship. And then the Enterprise D, of course. So these old books are fun. I love collecting these, just because of the weirdness that's in them. I got Beyond the Clouds. Now this was written by Richard L. Jeffries, who is Matt Jeffries' brother. I met him in Vegas. He signed it for me, talking about his brother Matt and the creation of the Enterprise and stuff. So the Star Trek Next Generation sketchbook, Star Trek book, Star Trek Technology, the Book of Lists, Starfleet Assembly Manual, which is like a model building guide, the Star Trek Vulcan tour book, the Klingon Empire, Star Trek Starship Spotter, and Makeup Man, which was signed by Michael Westmore. So we got all those. And we've got a bunch of dedication plaques down there. Those are all dedication plaques from Eagle Moss. My old captain's manual. That's That's worth a look, actually. So it's a leather-bound manual that somebody had made for me before Trekyards existed. And this is where I started doing Trekyards stuff. Look at that, Samuel. Skype call with Samuel Calkins, August 24th, 2014. That's the first time we chatted. Ideas and suggestions to do Trekyards. LCARS displays, set timings, discussion about starships, different perspective, ages, clips from shows, 10 things in video, intro, who we are, which ship, stats about the ship, trivia, based facts, model design and perspective, aesthetics, evolution, bridge module, famous ships, get extra time, extra episodes, and balanced opinion. Close the show, both the positive and the negative. We've changed the format somewhat from then. Photo order number of the slideshow, refit A, mentioned, blah, blah, blah. Connie, these are the original order. Connie, Phoenix, Bird of Prey, Delta Flyer, Borg Cube, Defiant, and TOS Miranda. Do format designs for next talk, funny ending, photo of next episode, 15 minutes of pictures. There's a little doodle I did while we were chatting. Dun, dun, dun. Not much of an artist, but there it is nonetheless. Show intro, ship facts, name, class, race, or faction. Interesting ship facts, take turns stating facts, trivia or best facts, aesthetics, looks, design, practicality, design evolution, how it applies, situational, refer back to facts, balanced discussion, model making aspects, personal opinions, what's up next episode, discussion, favorite thing, funny closing, so just our first thoughts. And then basically, Bird of Prey was like our first episode because we changed stuff. So I wrote down all the facts I could find from books and stuff in here and then transferred those to a script. So Tholian web spinners, there's a little Tholian ship. TOS Miranda, not canon, don't care. Different globule web designs as per Starfleet battles. Miranda class. So yeah, just jotted down a bunch of information, interesting information, and then turned them into episodes. I did that for quite a while. And then I stopped using that format. But this is actually a little piece of Trekyards history. So there it is, my leather-bound captain's log journal. So let me put this back because, again, nobody super chatted to get more information on any of those books. Makes me very sad because there's lots of cool stuff. But that's okay. I'm going to put this back now. Hold on. There we go. I'm just going to throw this back in here. Now the problem is it's just a little bit too big. So when I open this, it hits down there. So that's why I have to take that out. But yeah. That is the Genoa, and it's one of my favorite ships, the Sydney class. USS Janolan, so I have it in there. And here we got Deep Space Nine, the little freighter, K7, and the ring ship Enterprise, which we have an episode coming out on the ring ship, which I am so excited for you to see. There's a lot of cool information about the ring ship in that episode. Sent those LCARS, Cap. Oh, dystopian guy, that's you. Oh, sweet. I will have to check it out when I'm done here. I hope I approve. Otherwise, I will be making changes. I'm just kidding. I might have some suggestions, but I'm not an asshole about it. At least I hope I'm not. If I'm ever an asshole about it, let me know. All right, there we go. So guys, if you guys are not in the mood to super chat and learn a few things, that's cool. That's fine, you know. But I would really like to talk more, but it's 46 minutes in. It's already 10 to 7 here. I still have to make supper at some point, so if we can get, I'll do what Samuel does, see if it works. If we can get like $20 more in super chats, I'll call it quits. Which every time you super chat, you can ask about a specific thing in the room too, and get a little history lesson on it. So it's kind of a good thing for you and for us. So, you know, $5 super chat, $2 super chat. Doesn't really matter the amount as far as getting information about a particular piece. See? Geekitus Maximus Ben puts in £5. Ooh, Excelsior class, best class ever. Second best is Nebula. Yeah, I mean Excelsior's all right. I've learned to like the Excelsior. I never was really a fan. This lighting is atrocious. It's a little better, I guess. So thank you very much for the super chat. I don't have a Nebula or an Excelsior up here that I can talk about, I don't think. I do have the Art Asylum Excelsior, but I'd have to get it off the shelf, which has a bunch of junk in the way. Not junk, but stuff. Fine. I'll do it for the love of super chats. Oh, and Dystopian Guy. See, I had to move this out of the way and the stand fell. But I got these still. Dystopian Guy gave me these when I was in England, in Birmingham. So he gave me this one, Maximilian, and he gave me Vincent as well, which are up here on the shelf. Yeah. All right. Excelsior, because you put a super chat in and said Excelsior. So there we go. This is the Art Asylum one, of course. Shut up. And I got this last year. Yeah, last year. Not this past Christmas party, but the one before that for Sylvia's work. So, no, I don't have Old Bob. I just have Vincent and Maximilian because I don't like Old Bob that much. But anyway, I've done a complete video on this. This is the model. This is the Art Asylum one. Like I said, this is the one that changed my mind on the Excelsior class. Looks beautiful lit up. It's actually, to hold it in your hand really gives you a new appreciation for it. So there's that. Also the base is cool. It is the Wrath of Khan style badge. So because of this Art Asylum model, I now have a new appreciation for the Excelsior. It's actually a beautiful ship, and this is a beautiful model. There's nothing wrong with this model. A lot of times Art Asylum has stuff mirrored here, like the words are backwards. Everything on this is spot on. There's like no light leaks. It's beautiful. It's a work of art. So I've done a video on it, guys. If you want to watch the video after this video, go ahead and do so. Just type in Trekyards, Excelsior, Art Asylum, and you'll come up with the video where I talk about this. and it changes my view of the Excelsior on air. Every time I get to the point where I'm like, I'm not a huge fan of the Excelsior, pick this up and hold it and look at it, and it's like, oh yeah, now I'm a fan of the Excelsior again, because it's gorgeous. Still not my favorite ship by any means, but at least I have more of an appreciation for it. FlowX 831 puts in $4.99. Awesome collection. Thanks so much for sharing. Well, this is just part of the collection, guys. I don't know if you guys have been following the Captain's collection show and tells, but there's the ready room up here. There's also the downstairs. There's one corner of the our main bedroom, which is just wall-to-wall toys, and then there's the my filming area. So there's a bunch of different areas in the house that I want to mix it up each time I do one of these to come up and show you different things in each part of the house. I also have a bunch of stuff still in bins because I have no room for them. They're all under the stairs. So let me just put this back and I'll be right with you. Maybe we'll have another super chat by then. Something else to talk about. There we go. Thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying the show. Yes. So 51 minutes in. Not too bad. Zeraxis, how's it going, sir? Is that the Art Asylum away team set after the Enterprise? No. That's the Wand Company phaser, the Wand Company communicator, and the Art Asylum tricorder. I wish Wand Company would make a tricorder. It could be a portable hard drive. It could be a portable little TV. I don't know. How many ships do I think I own? Oh my God. Samuel, if you're still here, how many ships do I own? It'd be impossible to count, I think. There's hundreds. Hundreds upon hundreds of ships. I also have more Art Asylum down here. This one I picked up at Wonderfest last year, which I shouldn't be showing you because nobody super chatted for it, but that's fine. Whatever. So it's the Enterprise E, not the First Contact version. The First Contact version, the admin team from the Trekyards Facebook group gave to Samuel. This one I bought myself. And I prefer this one, actually. Markings are a little bit better in my opinion. The only problem is it's one of the older Art Asylum ones, so if you hold down the button, it doesn't turn the lights on. You have to go through all the sounds, and then there's no option to keep the lights on, which sucks. But other than that, it's another fantastic Art Asylum piece. So there you go. And also down there I've got the Art Asylum Romulan, TOS Romulan Bird of Prey, which just dropped the stand. And this is what the admin team from the Trekyards Facebook group gave to me, because I really wanted this one. And I've done a review of this as well. I love that the Bizards glow and change colors. They go from like an orange to a red. Got the glowing elements at the back. And ta-da! So looks really good. And then the base is the TOS Romulan symbol. He doesn't have enough ships. There's never enough. I know. That's what I was saying to Sylvia today. I'm like. She's like, are you happy with our house? Because we were at the home show and looking at ways to renovate and update and stuff. I'm like, yes, I'm happy with our house. I just wish we had a garage for the Camaro. And I wish that I had more space because these bastards keep making things that I want. Like if they'd stop making things that I wanted to buy, I'd feel better. So it's just so much stuff in the house already. And I just don't have room for anything else, but I'm still going to get stuff. So 75 people watching, 69 likes. Make sure you hit that like button, thumbs up. And I'd like to thank everybody that did Super Chat. hope I didn't miss anybody's super chat. But I should call it quits probably in the next 10 minutes or so. So like I said, if I can get a few more super chats in just to, you know, make me feel like it's always worth my time to talk to you guys. I don't want to come across as an asshole. That's why I can never ask for super chats. I'm not good at it. Whereas Samuel will be like, well, you know, it's the end of the show. If we can get $20 more, and everybody's like, here's money, here's money, here's money, here's money. And I'm like, what? I can't do it. But yeah, specific comments or questions, if you have anything that you want me to read on air, a great way to do that is super chats. So, you know, I'll stick around and chat with you for a few more minutes, maybe answer a few questions here. Going to play any of the Star Trek VR game tonight. Maybe. I might do other VR. I might do Ace Combat, or perhaps even the X-Wing mission in Battlefront in VR tonight. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. It depends how I feel. That's why they're never scheduled. It's just when I kind of feel like doing it. Plus, I got to make sure my bridge crew's around, and they're pretty good. You know, we got Scottish Trekkie, we got Plaidman, we've got ENG09, we got DGR Blue, a few other ones as well that sometimes pop in. So, you know, we'll see how it is. 72 people watching and 73 likes. I'm impressed. Is there anybody that hasn't hit that like button that's watching right now that can maybe hit like? Get them up. 73. Everybody out there's hit the like button. 74. There's somebody did it. The numbers are going down for the people now. 68. The likes went up to 75. Captain, I just you a PayPal. I can't check PayPal because it's on my phone, Curtis. I could try logging in on the computer, but that's going to take a while. I already hit, like, I see 80. I see 82 now, so yes. And 66 people watching. This light is bugging me. It's just not great. That's better. That's harsh. 83 likes going up. Well, that's good, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed this. I do like doing these show and tells, but usually there's not much notice for them, or they're not scheduled, just because it's usually done when I have some free time. So, you know, made a little bit of super chat money there. So, you know, let's see what Curtis says there. I was just wondering on how many Playmates ships you have. Playmates, I got the TOS Enterprise. I don't have many Playmates ships, honestly. Yeah, I don't have many, unfortunately. Oh, that's not true. I have the TOS Enterprise, I have the Enterprise D, and I also have the Enterprise D from Generations that has the blow-off panels. Just trying to think. Don't think I have any other Playmates ships, though. I do have a few more Art Asylum ones downstairs, so that's a thing. And thank you, Curtis, for the PayPal. Sorry I couldn't read it right now. Usually I just use my phone for that, but Samuel's here. I click like. Thanks for reminding. Well, you should. 83 likes, Samuel. Thank you. Samuel, do you want me to talk about anything? You can get one for no super chat money. People can pretend it's super chat, and I'll give you the story of the piece, and then they'll know exactly what they can expect next time for the. Cause I got a bunch of super chats, and nobody asked really to see anything, so it kind of defeats the purpose of a show and Captain's Collection super chat show and tell, which is fine. But yeah. I mean, Samuel's been here. He hasn't seen the Ready Room done up like this though. But when he was here, he stayed here in this room, but it was my son's room before we painted and turned it into the Ready Room. So Rexa says, Sally, I'm all out of green for the moment. Got stuff earmarked already, mostly for this coming month, but you do have my undying support, Captain. Well, thank you, Zeraxis. Appreciate that. You're always in the chat and super chatting. So, Net23, you have to make more in a super chat if you want to say more in it. Yeah, Just if it's just $2, just make it like a quick, hey, how's it going, or tell me about this. You know, you don't have to get all detailed. But yeah, if the more you put in a super chat, obviously the longer your comment can be. So it's just, that's YouTube. It's not like something that we dictated. That's not something that's, you know, something that we can control, unfortunately. And I'm just looking to see if there's I mean, these are sweet. These are something I can show you. There's Luke's lightsaber. And these ones are fun. You can actually battle with these. Got Darth Vader's as well. Don't want to hit the lights. So. Look, I'm imitating what's behind me. Look at lines intersecting and junk. But these you can actually have a lightsaber fight with. Which is nice. I'm going to get Star Trek Bridge Crew this coming week, says Curtis. Cool. I'd love to play. Love you to join the crew, Curtis. So, dark side or light side. I'm good either way. Bring it on. Anyway, I'm just sticking around and having some fun. All right, I need to add Bridge Crew to my list of stuff to get. Everybody's bought. Since I started playing Bridge Crew online, ENGO9, DGR Blue, Scottish Trekkie have all bought VR just so they can join me in VR. And I've also brought a lot more people that, like in the chat, that were like, oh, I haven't played that game in over a year. And neither did I. I got the game, and you can play it in 2D. You can play it with just the regular controller, but it's not fun at all, like that way. Then I got VR, and I'm like, I'll try this out. Tried it out. It was kind of hard by myself, you know, with the AI crew, because they're kind of stupid. And then I'm like, well, I'll go online, try it that way, and, you know, stream it live. And then it's just like, oh, wow. There's so much you can do in VR, and when you have a crew, it's fantastic, guys. So Sony owes me some money, because I made them a lot of money by having people buy the VR headsets. They owe me money. Sony, if you're listening, get your shit together. Has Stuart given up with Fallen Order? No, I finished Fallen Order. I still need to go back to each planet. I'll probably play that again live at some point. You have to go back to each planet and finish, you know, get some more of the secret, you know, stuff or whatever. But I haven't given up on Fallen Order. I've been playing. I've been playing Battlefront 2 because I love that game. I played that quite a while ago and finished it. But now there's new updates and stuff, so I'm playing through it again on live. So I've got some, you know, Battlefront 2 live videos as well, and a playlist for those. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna put these back. There we go. So guys, these Captain's Collections show and tells are going to be usually on the weekends when I have like an hour free time, 2 hours free time, and sometimes during the week. It just depends. There's just going to not be a lot of notice for them. But I mean, we got 84 likes with 66 people here, so that's pretty fantastic. We've also made a little bit in super chats, so you know, I don't think you guys quite understand the concept of a super chat show and tell. I understand a lot of people don't have the money right now, so again, I feel bad for asking, but. You know, it just really supports the channel. I mean, we've been doing really well with Picard and stuff, so it's not really a big issue. But, you know, anything we can do to make up for the past 4 or 5 shitty months is appreciated. And I do love sharing my knowledge and my, you know, collection with people. I thought this was a great way to do it. Kind of interactive, but at the same time, you know, still helping out the channel. So, you know, we'll do more of them, obviously. Like, if you're here right now, like Xeraxis, if you're here and there's something you saw that you're like, oh man, I'd like to super chat to learn about that. Don't worry, I'll be back up in the ready room doing another one at some point. There's always new stuff added. This is my latest thing right here, my assault phaser, Star Trek 6. I did a video, an unboxing, because I got a bunch of stuff from a viewer, and I got this too. So I already did a video on it. But I mean, it's just a resin, solid resin. It's not the Master Replicas version that has a removable clip and the slide that goes forward, or the lights. So, but one more like to get to 90. Can we do it? Oh, I see 2 more likes to get to 90. I see 88. Yeah, no sound effects, nothing. It's just a solid resin prop. But, you know, when I dress up at a convention and I got my leg holster, because Captain Foley has his own like cosplay. It's not any particular Starfleet uniform or anything. It's very different. I got a leg holster, so this would be perfect to slap in the leg holster. This is one of my favorite phasers, and I've never had one. So I saw this on eBay for 26 bucks. Thanks to Plaid Man, who's my helmsman on Star Trek Bridge Crew, because I had mentioned, like when I did my Captain's Collection show and tell for downstairs, I have my phaser wall, and I have all my phasers hanging on my wall, and I'm like, I'm missing one of my favorites, and it was this one. And so like a few days later, he sent me a link to it on eBay, and this was 26 bucks. Painted beautifully. See the paint details, and just it's good weight because it's solid resin. It's utterly fantastic. So don't give me that trigger control bullshit. That's where you keep your finger away from the trigger when you're not shooting it, and it's not real. So I hate when you pose for a photo and you got your finger on the trigger and people are like, "Oh, trigger control." Okay, I get it. My dad collects guns. I grew up around guns. If I know anything about anything, it's about guns. My dad made sure we knew. So I know all about trigger control. I know all about never point it at anything that you don't want to kill. You know, it's always pointed to the ground or, you know, away from people. Muzzle control is what that's called. So yeah, I'm well aware. But when you pose for a picture, you don't want your finger over here. So at a convention or whatever, you're like, even pull the trigger, like on the Wand Company phaser. But then you get these, whenever you post a picture like that, you get like 20 good comments and you get some asshole, "Post your the trigger control, don't have your finger on the trigger of a weapon." Fucking morons. I would never have my finger on the trigger of a real weapon or one that was even remotely close to being loaded, so don't worry. Anyway, a little pet peeve. Should do a Captain Foley show called "What Grinds My Gears," like, you know, like Peter Griffin, or Captain Foley's pet peeves. I could rant about things for days. I'll end with one of my rants. You know when you go to a store and you got the button for the handicapped people, you hit it and it automatically opens the door? That is not a babysitting device. Do not let your kids push them every time they come to one. That fucking pisses me off, especially when I'm behind them. You gotta wait for the door to open, and the parent's like, yeah, hit the button. They're not a toy. They're for people that are handicapped and don't have the ability to open the door. So if you have kids hitting them all the time, you know for a fact that eventually they're going to break, or the mechanism's going to wear out, or the door or the motor's going to fuck up. So that when somebody that actually needs it comes along, it's not going to work. So don't let your kids push those buttons. Don't let your kids push those buttons. Don't let your phone or your iPad babysit your kid. Kids under the age of, like, I'm going to go with 12, shouldn't have an iPad as their primary source of entertainment. They should have toys. They should be entertained. We're talking about buttons. Not really. We're just ending on a rant. Anyway, guys, I want to call it quits. It's been 69 minutes. You guys are great. And hopefully you enjoyed the look at the room. This seems all blown out on the video, but anyway, who cares? we could talk about magnetic pips. I mean, magnetic pips are fine as long as you pay attention to them and don't make them round. They're actually rounded, so that's why they rolled together on her costume, on her uniform. They should be flat backed and like so they actually stay where they're supposed to go. If you don't know what we're talking about, watch episode 2 of Picard and the final scene with Lieutenant Leffler, I think is her name. No, not Leffler. Riley, Lieutenant Riley, I think, and Narek. Watch her rank pips. Once you notice it, you'll never be able to ignore it. It's annoying. So that's a good note to end on, guys. 90 likes, yay. Still, well, 69 people here now. That's a great number. I love 69. That's a great number. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. This has been another Captain's Collection Super Chat Show and Tell. Hopefully next time will be more show and telly and super chatty, but you know how it is. But thank you guys, and I might stream live tonight. Now that somebody's mentioned Fallen Order, I might play that. I might play Battlefront 2, and I also might play Bridge Crew, or do the VR mission, the X-Wing VR mission for Battlefront. Maybe even Ace Combat. Who knows? I just love playing VR and playing, doing lives for you guys. Look, it's me, the back end of perfection. Anyway, you should have arrived earlier, Sulfurous, but you can watch this back. I'm going to be wrapping up right now, so you can watch it back and enjoy nonetheless, even though you missed it. But there's been a lot going on, sort of, kind of, maybe, a little. Yeah. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. See, the dogs heard me say goodbye, bye, guys. So whenever I say goodbye, guys, and hang up on Skype or whatever from a live, the dogs freak out because they know it's time to go upstairs, even though I am upstairs right now, so now I think it's time to go downstairs and go outside. So they were outside the door listening. Dogs, I tell you. Anyway, guys, have a good one. This is Captain Foley signing off. See you soon.